Hi everybody and welcome back. In this video you will see the OnePlus 5 performance and camera review. In our previous video we've unboxed the so-called flagship killer, and now we are comparing it to another flagship killer that you've seen in our videos, the Honor 8 Pro. These two phones are pretty comparable in terms of specs and in terms of design, so let's start easy, testing the fingerprint scanners. You should know that these two devices have some of the fastest scanners in the market, and comparing them side by side, they're neck and neck. Before showing you some benchmark scores, we are trying out a couple of standard apps. In some cases the OnePlus is faster, and in some cases the Honor prevails. Benchmarks only confirm that fact, showing us the scores that are pretty similar in most cases, except maybe in 3D graphics. I should mention that the Honor 8 Pro is 3 months old and full of apps and data. On the other hand, OnePlus 5 is a fresh device, so this is not a fair comparison, but nonetheless. You've seen the spec sheets, you've seen the benchmark tests, no surprises there. 6 gigs of RAM on both, the latest hardware, so these are both very powerful devices worthy of the name flagship killer. Moving on with a camera comparison. You know from our videos that the Honor 8 Pro has a solid camera packed with lots of features. OnePlus 5 brings us dual cameras as well, but a completely different philosophy. It has 16 plus 20 megapixels wide-angle and zoom lens with portrait mode and 4K video recording, as opposed to 12 plus 12 megapixel RGB and monochrome lens with wide aperture mode and 4K video recording as well. 16 megapixels front camera on the OnePlus 5 and 8 megapixels on the Honor 8 Pro. Top tier specs really, and both of them are great for photography enthusiasts. So I took these two phones out on a clear and sunny day and made some photos and video samples for you, testing some of the features these two phones have. First, the 4K video test. It's of course downscaled to 1080p. You have the manual controls on both, and on the Honor you can use the wide aperture mode for video too. OnePlus has stabilization in 4K, the Honor doesn't. Video stabilization is pretty similar. It's okay, but not as good as the iPhone 8 or Samsung Note 8. The same can be said for the slow motion video, but I must say I prefer the Honor 8 Pro here. Now let's take a look at the photo samples. As I said, OnePlus lacks a lot of features that Huawei phones have, but it has a 2x optical zoom, which the Honor 8 Pro doesn't. But the digital zoom is not so bad at all. For the colors, OnePlus is more saturated and more contrasty here, but it's not as color accurate as the Honor 8 Pro. HDR seems to be doing a better job on the Honor 8 Pro, but the results are not always consistent. Next, for the low-light selfie cams in a pretty dark room, both phones did a good job, but the OnePlus messed up here with a screen flash. Main camera low-light shot is brighter on the Honor 8 Pro, but the flash is stronger on the OnePlus 5. In Pro mode, at the same settings, brighter and more saturated pics came from Honor 8. Both phones can shoot in RAW, which retains more information to play with in post. Pink flowers are hard to get on phone cameras, but these two did it well, with a bit of a yellowish tint on the OnePlus. Portrait mode on the OnePlus 5 can be turned on or off, while on the Honor 8 Pro you can fine-tune the background blur, or you can turn it off completely. The monochrome lens on the Honor 8 Pro is great, but you can always apply the mono filter on the OnePlus 5 and get similar results. And of course, my beautiful colleague doesn't need it, but I most certainly do, the beauty effect, which is now present in almost all new phones. And that, my friends, concludes this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click that like button if you think I nailed this voiceover. Thanks for watching.